Thank you and welcome all of you to our wonderful City Hall. We've been joined with some very special guests. I'd like to introduce them before we move on with the ceremony. We have the Council President, Lakeisha Collins-Bellamy, who we'll hear from later on in the program. We have representing the Majority Leader, Camille Peria, who's here with us today. And we have Angeline representing Majority Whip, Deanna Robinson, who's with us, right? And let's see, I even put my glasses on, I get these wrong. The Minority Leader of the City Council, Meg Breen, who's with us, always here. Judge Evan Inlaw is with us as well today. We have, good to see you, Judge. We have Simmer Brendan representing the Senate Majority Leader, Andrea Stewart-Cousins, also former councilwoman, former county legislator. She's got a lot of titles, and so it's good to see Simmer. We have the current county legislator, our very own Shanae Williams, who's with us today, and so it's good to see Shanae. So those are the elected that have come by here today to join our honorees on such a great day as we honor those Women of Distinction 2024. Let's give it up for them. As many of you might know, March is Women's History Month, first recognized back in 1911 as the first Women's Day, and then in 1987 when the United States Congress officially declared March as National Women's History Month. In honor of Women's History Month, we are all gathered here today and to celebrate and to honor the many, many accomplishments and achievements of women. And Yonkers has the opportunity to honor local leaders who live and work in our midst every single day. We're so very, very lucky. So before we move on with the program, to honor our very own Women of Distinction for 2024, I would like to recognize my Women's Advisory Board, who played a role in the selection, a complete role in the selection. I'm very happy about that. So let's give it up for Hope Hollingsworth. Let's give it up for Juanita Crosby, Nicole Toro, and Lucia Travato. Is Lucia here? Did Lucia make it here? Oh, we also have the Deputy Mayor, the first woman Deputy Mayor in the City of Yonkers, who's with us today. That's Sue Gary. Sue was with me in the very beginning. Went on to some other things that were very important, and now has come back. So it's great to have Sue back. And I wanted to mention, because this is a first, that the honorees, we're not going to just light the clock tower like in a specific color. We like that. But we now have a Yonkers Tron, a Jumbotron outside, and we're going to be able to put all your pictures up. And so we put your pictures up and your names. And right now, as you're sitting here, your pictures and your names are being scrolled across our Jumbotron. So congratulations. So with that, I'm going to turn the program over to my good friend, Hope Hollingsworth. Hope.
Good evening, everyone. I am your MC for tonight, Hope Hollingsworth, and I got to make sure I say coaxum, even though my husband's not here, but I'm sure he would appreciate that.
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay. Interesting, but I don't know. Okay, all right. So, again, I'm so excited to be here tonight, and it's so nice to see so many people here supporting our honorees. And I know we did it before, but can we give ourselves a round of applause? Yes. Women's History Month is a time to reflect on the courage of women and to celebrate how their efforts and bravery afforded women the opportunities and freedoms they have today. It is a celebration of women's contributions to our culture and society. Tonight, we are here to honor the achievements and influences our 5 honorees have made. Women who have encouraged, inspired, motivated, and mentored in various ways, who have served and continue to serve our great city of Yonkers through good deeds. Before we begin, I'd like to have everyone stand, and we will do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. So this is the great part. Our first honoree for this evening is someone that I personally know. And I was so excited to see that she was nominated as one of the women of distinction. She has always been someone who has made great contributions to our city of Yonkers, yet always in the background. And it is now time for her to stand up front. Yolanda Lonnie Chenault. Yolanda Chenault, affectionately known as Pastor Lonnie, was born and raised in the vibrant city of Yonkers. Her deep connection to the city is rooted in her father, who was born in Yonkers in 1920 and worked for the city, and her mother, who migrated from Detroit in 1962. She is the mother of 3 adult sons and a proud grandmother. Yolanda Chenault is dedicated to serving the people of Yonkers with the love of Christ and every resource at her disposal. She is the founder and CEO of Faith It Limited Liability Company and a nonprofit organization, All Access Yonkers, Inc., where the Lego House Project subsists. She currently serves as an elder of Kingdom Christian Cultural Center, where she teaches and serves the community in various capacities. She feels blessed to have been given the assignment by God to minister the community she loves so dearly. Yolanda Lonnie Chenault articulates, God has a great plan for Yonkers, and I am so great that he's chosen me to be a part of it. Yolanda Chenault.
Wow. I am so humbled, and to God be the glory, because without him, none of this is possible. He is the one who ordained my steps and had that great plan for me to be born here in Yonkers, raised here in Yonkers, and I just give him all the glory for this. I'm not big on receiving y'all, so this is thank you. This is a humble honor. I thank my sons first for sharing me with the city. He's been sharing me with the city since they've been young, running to and fro with kids, all of their friends, football, baseball, PAL, Pelton baseball, all over the place. I myself have run the streets of Yonkers from the north side to the south side. We used to walk from Locust Hill to Movie Land, that's now the Alamo Theater. Or we'd walk the other way from Locust Hill to Van Cortlandt Park to take a swim in the pool. So my feet have literally tread this city. I accept this on the back of my mother and my father, who are both going on, but I know they're watching me. And I thank them for everything that they've instilled in me. They raised me to know community, to love community, to support community, to give to community. My mother was instrumental in the building of Whitney Young and 77 Locust Hill, back in the day, formed a coalition, a committee, and they joined together with HUD, and those buildings went up. And they were able to provide affordable housing for their community. And so I still carry those strides today, looking to make ways for my community. I thank my bishop and my senior pastor that are here for giving me the opportunity to use the gifts God has given me to serve the people of Yonkers. So join us every other Saturday at Kingdom Neighborhood Pantry. Pick up some groceries. We have a diaper bank. Pick up some diapers. I was a teenage mom, so I am very grounded in doing work with teenage mom. Lego, I started as a ministry at the church, loving, lifting, encouraging girls over obstacles, was geared to help teenage moms. And now, as I've started All Access Yonkers, my nonprofit, I am looking to just birth forth the Lego House Project, which is a 3 to 5 year housing program for teen moms. And so I am honored. Thank you, Mayor Spano. Thank you, committee. Thank you for everyone and anyone who has ever given me a word of encouragement, patted me on the back, gave me a thumbs up, or even, if you didn't, if you just gave me a smile along the way. I thank you. I thank all of those who have allowed me to serve you in the city. The Bible said that a prophet is usually not accepted in his own town. And so for Yonkers to accept me, I don't take that lightly. And so I'm excited to continue to move forward, to serve you, to love you, to grow with you, and to partner with you. And I think that's it.
Congratulations again. Our next honoree and woman of distinction, I had the opportunity to speak with, and when I told her she had been nominated, she was surprised. And of course, wanted to know who nominated her. As I read her bio, I understood why she was nominated and deserving of a woman of distinction. Sister Mary Alice Reamer. A native of New Jersey, Sister graduated from Holy Trinity Elementary and High School in Westville. She met the Sisters of the Divine Compassion while attending Good Counsel College and entered the Divine Compassion community in 1963. While teaching at St. Joseph's School in Croton Falls, Sister traveled to SUNY New Paltz to earn a master's degree. In addition to St. Joseph's, Sister Mary Alice taught at Good Counsel Elementary, the Academy of Our Lady of Good Counsel, and Kennedy Catholic High Schools. Sister has been principal of St. John the Baptist in Yonkers since 1984. Sister Mary Alice is proud to be one of 8 children of the late Francis and Raymond Reamer. She has 5 wonderful brothers and 2 great sisters. We were fortunate enough to have a supportive upbringing, and we enjoyed many happy family moments. We continue to enjoy family Zooms every 3 weeks to keep our close connection, Sister Mary Alice said. Sister received her administration certification from Manhattan College. She will be retiring at the end of this school year after enjoying 40 years with the families and staff at St. John the Baptist School in Yonkers, and loved every minute. She is deserving of her flowers. Sister Mary Alice Reamer.
Thank you very much. I am grateful for this honor, and I'm grateful. I've been living and working in Yonkers for 41 years, and it's been a wonderful 41 years. I'm grateful to have worked for a great staff. I've worked with wonderful families and students at St. John the Baptist, and also with regard to activities throughout Yonkers, I've gotten to know so many people. It's been a wonderful, wonderful time. I have to say it is time to retire. That doesn't mean I leave Yonkers. I'll still be in Yonkers. I'll still be helping out at the school. but it is time. I'm grateful to the many students that we have who have graduated from St. John's, who have gone on to be teachers in Yonkers, police officers in Yonkers, and firefighters in Yonkers. They make me very proud. And I'm also grateful that we have students who have moved on and work in the city, like Rocco DeRose, like John Rubo, like Liam McLaughlin. They make me very proud, as so many of our graduates do. Unfortunately, we never had a Spano go through St. John the Baptist. I mean, and with all the family you have. Yeah, right. But anyway, thank you very much. I'm very grateful.
Again, congratulations to Sister Mary Alice Reamer. Our next honoree, I as well know personally. When I first met this young lady, I saw a spark in her, and when she spoke, I heard that same light shining through her. And her poetry is undeniably incredible. It hits you and reminds you you have a voice. And she as well is so deserving of a woman of distinction. Felicia Villanueva. Felicia Villanueva is a Belizean American poet, author, and cultural activist. She is the Westchester County Poet Laureate, a teaching artist for Arts Westchester, a member of the Jazz and Poetry Choir Collective, and Tesoro, an international women's poets collective. Felicia is also the co-founder of the Yonkers Writing Group. She is pursuing her Master's of Fine Arts in Poetry at St. Francis College, while serving as a board advisor and chairperson for the Blue Door Art Center Membership Committee in Yonkers, New York. Felicia Villanueva.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Yonkers. Thank you, Selection Committee. Thank you so much. Poetry is what I know best. I want to read a poem. The stage, the church, and the trail are all the same to me. Places I go to praise my home body into a deep breath, a necessary sigh, Supergirl pose, tree pose, and a cup of tea or a glass of wine depending on the time. Praise the women who tell our stories, the words they found in blood and passed down in the middle of a great cry. Start a writing group in a vegetable garden. Be massive like vines or water. Praises to the highest. Oh, what a merciful, 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 merciful God. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful God. What kind of ancestor do I want to be? What will they call on me for? Praise the movement forward, the inner knowing. What more can be done with this breath? Praise the run, ankles, the release, and the answered prayer, the details in the trees and the freedom in between. Praise the resilience, the faith in ground without pavement. Thank you.
Let's give it up again for Felicia Villanueva. Our next honoree, when I called her and told her, she felt like someone I knew, very much down to earth and very excited and very deserving for all she had done and continues to do in our great city of Yonkers, Vionett Martinez. Yonkers Police Detective Vionett Martinez is a 17-year veteran of the police department. She is the mother of 3 amazing children, Matthew, Joshua, and Sophia. Detective Martinez attended SUNY Albany and John Jay College, where she studied psychology and criminal justice. Her goal has always been to be a police officer. She says maybe it's because she watched every episode of Kojak with her father or Cagney and Lacey with her mother. She began her journey in law enforcement in 2001 and was hired as a New York State court officer. Once she completed training, she was assigned to the city of Yonkers, serving as a court officer for 5.5 years. And there, she was introduced to the Yonkers Police Department. Knowing right away that it was where she belonged, she moved her family to Yonkers. In 2006, she was sworn in as a Yonkers police officer, graduating at the top of her class and assigned to the 3rd Precinct. Serving in a patrol capacity for 12 years, recognized for her proficiency for police work and her work ethic by her supervisors, and was designated a field training officer. She guided, taught, and mentored many newly appointed officers. She served as a recruitment officer and as a field intelligence officer. In 2018, she was designated detective and assigned to the Major Case Unit. Recognizing the unique needs and challenges of women in law enforcement, Detective Martinez, with a group of her sisters in blue, founded the first all-women police officer organization, the Yonkers Women in Law Enforcement. She currently sits on the board as the organization's president, where they do a lot of community work, outreach events, scholarships, free prom dresses, gifts to the elderly on Christmas, and host yearly events to raise money for various charities. In May of 2022, Detective Martinez was assigned to the Cold Case Unit and is now the city's new cold case detective. She is passionate, yes. She is passionate about the work she does, determined to get justice for the victims of those cold homicides, and committed to helping families. She will tell you that she has found her calling. Detective Martinez is also a crisis negotiator for the city and sits on the board of the Westchester Hispanic Law Enforcement Association. Please give it up for Detective Vionett Martinez.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Spano. Thank you to the board for choosing me as one of the recipients this year. I want to say thank you to my family, to my friends, to my brothers and sisters in blue who came out to support me. You don't know how much it means to me just to see you guys out there. So wow, a woman of distinction. Who would have thought that V from the Boogie Down would be a woman of distinction? I feel like I should be up here speaking with a British accent, but I don't know how to do that, so you're stuck with Rosie Perez. So all kidding aside, I am humbled and honored to be recognized today. In 2006, I took an oath to serve and protect the residents of Yonkers. I do so wholeheartedly and with pride because I love what I do. Being able to help others and having a positive impact on their lives is a wonderful feeling. I believe it's what God has put me on this earth to do, and I will continue to do it proudly. So now, because it is Women's History Month, I would like to take a minute to read a poem. I'm not going to read it the way she read it, but because we don't, for the women here, and many women, we just don't give ourselves enough credit. We wear a lot of different hats, and we do not take the time to pat ourselves on the back. So this is a poem that I came across this weekend. When God created woman, he was working late on the 6th day. An angel came by and asked, "Why spend so much time on her?" The Lord answered, "Have you seen all the specifications I have to meet to shape her? She must function in all kinds of situations. She must be able to embrace several kids at the same time, have a hug that can heal anything from a bruised knee to a broken heart. She must do all this with only 2 hands. She cures herself when sick and can work 18-hour days." The angel was impressed. Just 2 hands? Impossible. And this is the standard model? The angel came closer and touched the woman. "But you have made her so soft, Lord." "She is soft," the Lord said, "but I have made her strong. You can't imagine what she can endure and overcome." "Can she think?" the angel asked. The Lord answered, "Not only can she think, she can reason and negotiate." The angel touched her cheeks. "Lord, it seems this creation is leaking. You have put too many burdens on her." "She is not leaking, it is a tear," the Lord corrected the angel. "What's it for?" asked the angel. The Lord said, "Tears are her way of expressing her grief, her doubts, her love, her loneliness, her suffering, and her pride." This made a big impression on the angel. "Lord, you're a genius. You thought of everything. A woman is indeed marvelous." Lord said, "Indeed she is." Thank you. May God bless you all, and Megan, happy birthday.
Let's give it up again for Detective Vionett Martinez. Our final honoree, who I also know personally, I and my sister grew up with her, and we shared many mornings and evenings in her parents' building, up and down the stairs of 127 Stanley Avenue. She has achieved so much, and just like the other women of distinction here tonight, deserving. Maylene Marcias Toro. Maylene Marcias Toro is an advertising and media expert with over 35 years' experience producing award-winning commercials and content for Fortune 500 brands. Former head of production and executive producer for Connell Advertising, Saatchi & Saatchi, Rap Collins Worldwide, Saboni Advertising, and the Vidal Partnership. She led production teams and integrated creative production for TV, digital content, social, print, and experience. Her path producing for iconic global and national brands include AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, Burger King, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Ford, Nissan, Mercedes, Anheuser-Busch, Heineken, Remy Martin, Invisalign, Rinvoq, and various Procter & Gamble products. She has received many awards for excellence in communication. She executive produced an award-winning off-Broadway play, which was acknowledged as the best biographical show in 2018. For television in 2017, was a producer of a weekly magazine show on Wheels, Kiki Mobile, which aired nationally in A&E networks. Maylene has undoubtedly an innovative spirit. Currently, she is the co-founder and partner of Freedom Studios, a woman-owned media company that develops thought-provoking, groundbreaking, and uplifting content, and is executive producer for the Omni Cultural TV Festival in New York and Los Angeles. She passionately advocates for education and human rights for children. As former president of the 100 Hispanic Women, Westchester County, she supported young Latinas with scholarships to achieve higher education, leadership skills, and promote career equity. Serving as a committee member to the Christian Rivera Foundation, she helps with fundraising efforts to support the research to find a cure for DIPG, a rare, fast-growing brain tumor mostly found in children. She holds a BFA in Communication Arts from the New York Institute of Technology. She is married to Rafael, proud mother of Nicole Toro, and mommy to Johan and David, 2 boys the family has fostered for the past 10 years in the Dominican Republic. Unfortunately, this is like the Grammys. Unfortunately, Maylene could not be here tonight, so accepting on her behalf is her daughter, Nicole Toro, and her husband, Rafael.
Good evening. That's a very tough act to follow. So I'm going to read my mom's passage on her behalf. Okay. I'm deeply honored and profoundly humbled to stand before you today as the recipient of the Women of Distinction Award from the City of Yonkers, Mayor Mike Spano, and the Women's Advisory Board. This recognition, especially during National Women's History Month, fills my heart with immense gratitude and pride. My journey to this moment has been shaped by the love and support of my family, the values instilled in me by my parents, and the sense of community fostered by the City of Yonkers. As a proud product of this great city of Yonkers, I have migrated here from Barranquilla, Colombia, with my family in the early 60s. Here I stand on her behalf. As a product of St. Mary's School, Yonkers High, Elizabeth Seton College, St. Peter's and St. Denis Church, and I am deeply rooted in its public schools, churches, and neighborhoods. I'm grateful beyond words for the guidance and examples set by my parents, Carlos and Clementina, who taught me the importance of giving back from a young age, whether it was volunteering at St. Joseph's Hospital or dedicating over 20 years to the 100 Hispanic Women Westchester Chapter program. I learned the power of service and community engagement. Throughout my 35-year career as an advertising and producer, executive in TV commercials and content, it truly has been a privilege to mentor countless women and men from diverse backgrounds in the media and entertainment industry. Guiding and supporting them has been a source of great fulfillment and pride. I'm also deeply thankful to God, my husband, Rafael, and my daughter, Nicole, whose unwavering support has been the bedrock of my journey. Their understanding and sacrifice during my endeavors to serve our community. Sorry, it's about my mom. Particularly its children and young adults will forever be cherished. In closing, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to Mayor Mike Spano, the Women's Advisory Board, and everyone who has played a major part in shaping me into the person I am today. This award is not just a recognition of my achievements, but a celebration of the collective efforts of our community to uplift and empower every young girl, every woman, and one another. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Muchísimas gracias.
Okay, we have one more. That's right. Hope Hollingsworth Clarkson. A longtime Yonkers resident here in New York. We all know that Hope wears many hats, and she's deeply committed to our community. She co-founded 2 community-based organizations, Healing and Growth and the Mothers 2016. As the president of the Gold Star Mothers of Yonkers and Westchester County, Hope provides unwavering support to veterans and their families. That's right. She initiates drives such as the Valentine's Day Care Drive with the YPS and Salute, and serves with the City of Yonkers. Her county tie drive, named after her son Courtney, aims to make a difference through Volunteer New York. Hope is an accomplished novelist, having self-published several books. Beyond novels, she's a playwright. That's pretty cool, too. Screenwriter, producer, and director. I told you, she's hard to keep up with. Her works address social causes, including homelessness, domestic abuse, and child abuse. Hope's dedication to her community, military families, and creative endeavors, and not to forget her commitment to her own family and her husband. Where are you? Did you come up here? You want to hide? I think we can all say this. Hope is, and I say this, and I'll continue to say this. My journey as mayor would never have been the same nor as successful if I didn't have Hope on the team. And she is she's a true friend. She keeps you level. And she's so committed to her causes, whatever it is. She does nothing halfway. Everything is full steam ahead. And so we couldn't be more proud to bestow this honor above you about being a woman of distinction, because you are, I guess we could probably say you are the woman of distinction. And congratulations. Hope, I don't put you on the spot, but you want to say a few words?
First and foremost, tomorrow a couple of people are going to get it. And I just want to say that Juanita is the liaison for the Mayor's Women Advisory Board. Nicole Toro. Oh my gosh, my brother-in-law, my sister are here? Yes. That's why you're here. Okay. All right, I get it. All right. Thank you so much. Nicole Toro works with me in the Mayor's Office of Constituent Services. I always tell this story because it is so true. So when my son was killed in 2017, one person showed up at my door. One person as far as politics, and he didn't come there because of that. He came there because of his heart, and that's Mayor Mike Spano. And I always appreciate that about him, because he is there not just as the mayor, but he's a true leader. He has a good heart. And that's what I appreciate about him the most. Thank you for, the women of distinction, the work that I do for the legacy to leave behind, for my daughter and my grandson. And my son is the one who inspires me and encourages me
to move forward. Thank you.
Now, before we end and take this picture, I'm going to ask the council president just to address us and close this out, but say a few words. Again, thank you all for coming to City Hall. Council President Lakeisha Collins-Bellamy.
Thank you, Mayor. Surprise, Hope. We worked on our story in the elevator. Maxine and I were in the elevator together. And I said, you know she doesn't know, right? She's like, she's going to know when she sees me. I said, no, tell her you're here for Lonnie. So we worked on that in the elevator. It worked, too, because the first thing you said was, what are you doing here?
I sure did.
Always asking questions. But congratulations to all you women here this evening on your honor. It is, just sitting here listening, I realize that you all exemplify what it is to be a woman. Whether it's a mother biologically or otherwise, you all nurture and support and uplift our youth and other women. And I am proud to say that I stand on the shoulders of many of you. You all exemplify what it means to get through, even through adversity. So many of you that I know personally, and I know your stories, you've done it through adversity. So we honor you today. And it's been emotional because I know a lot of your stories. To say that you are where you are today, in spite of all that you've been through. To say that you are a detective of the cold case unit. We watch all this SVU. Sister, it is you. It is an honor to stand here today as a woman to honor you all. So congratulations on behalf of the entire City Council.